Yeah. Sebastian Vettel on the radio there, of course. In terms of fuel use, this will help any team that's maybe been struggling a bit for fuel use. And we do know that the Mercedes generally is best on fuel consumption, particularly Lewis Hamilton's one. He's always able to just eke it out a little further. But this will give Red Bull, I think, a bit of a boost, the fact that they're behind safety car for a while.
Avoiding exit curves may help your issue. Avoiding exit curves may help the problem with the car.
So is that driver advice, driver technique advice, or is that mechanical problem advice?
Depends whether it's a safety issue or not. If you can legitimately say that the information you're giving your driver is in the interests of safety, it can be proven to be so. The exit curves, not everywhere, different curves around this track, but the corner that we're looking at, then the last corner of the racetrack, then it's a what they call a negative Vallelunga. It's a serrated curve, and they put a lot of energy and frequency through the suspension. Could be giving him an intermittent problem. We'll find out in time.
The safety car still leads Hamilton around, and we're still waiting, of course, for the opportunity for the lapped cars to be waved through.
Yeah, that's going to take some time.
It is.
But this gives the drivers a bit of rest. There's still a lot of heat even driving around slowly, because you just don't have the amount of air passing around the cockpit. It is a fairly hostile environment in a Grand Prix car. It's not something that you would normally choose just to go for a little blast in the countryside if they were road legal. It's purely built for racing, so they just want to get to this checker flag as soon as possible this evening.
Let's just run you through the order. We've got some lapped cars in there, so it slightly confuses the picture, but it is Hamilton leading from Vettel. Ricciardo is third, so Red Bull's currently second and third. Alonso is fourth, for having made the extra stop. Then Massa fifth. Let's take a look at the pit stop for Adrian Sutil. Had the contact with Perez a little while ago. What's that? Oh dear, oh dear. Another problem on the pit stop. We saw that with Gutierrez too, didn't we?
Yeah. Look at the car rocked slightly, and whether that just didn't allow them to seat the tyre and wheel correctly. We see Lewis Hamilton locking up the front tyre there as he tries to keep heat in the tyres.
A lot of debris, a lot of tyre marbles as they're called. It's a super soft tyre, so it tend to throw off a lot more little bits of rubber.
Well, all that rubber that's lying on the track is no longer available for the drivers to use. It's no longer on their tyres, and that's where you start to lose performance. You just don't have the grip, the chemical adhesion that happens through the contact of the surface of the tyre and the tarmac. Not a lot of safety, not a lot of support races here this weekend as well, Ben. We don't have the benefit of GP2 and the like, so they've been relying on some historic Formula 1 cars and some Porsche Supercup. Getting a bit of cooling there. That is how hot it is in the cockpit. He's deflecting the air.
And Kevin remembered to drink.
It's too hot. I can't drink it. It burns my mouth.
Okay, understood.
Wow.
Well, welcome to Formula 1, Kevin. It's tough, it's hot. And when I spoke with Jenson Button earlier today, he was explaining just how difficult this Grand Prix is physically, and that's one of the reasons why he trains so hard. But then, you know, he said to me, that's the way I like it. That's the way it should be. This is Formula 1.
Yeah. Tom, what have you got for us?
Well, I was just going to add that Ferrari had some thermometers in their cockpit on Friday during second practice, and they recorded 55 degrees in Fernando Alonso's cockpit.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. It just gives you some idea, and of course we're now deep into the race. They've been working hard, as you say. There's an opportunity to relax a little bit. Just a bit of comment on the radio. Lewis being told that his front brake temperatures are a little bit low. Maybe that's why we saw him locking up a moment ago. It says they're at 500 to 600, so that's confusing. That would be in Celsius. Unusual for us to actually hear the temperature for a change, but they don't work brilliantly until they're into the high hundreds, almost 1,000 degrees. Is that right, David?
Yeah, that's why we saw him there have that little lock-up. He's accelerating the car behind the safety car, trying to decelerate. You can see he's almost trying to nudge the safety car along there to show him he needs to go faster. You know, that's him giving the safety car, come on, mate, we need to hurry up here. We need to keep these tyres and brakes in an operating window.
Well, if the race were to finish as it is now, Hamilton would take the championship lead. He would be leading by 3 points, but let's just remind you that this safety car has not been to his benefit at all, and it's a real prospect that he's got a race on his hands because he's only made 2 pit stops in this Grand Prix. He has to run the other tyre at some point, and he hasn't done so yet. They've stuck with the super soft tyre up to now, whereas his main rivals have all used both types of tyre. They're either on it now or they've already used it, and so we know that Hamilton has a pit stop to make, and now they're beginning to let those lapped cars overtake.
Yeah, well, mixed emotions for Nico Rosberg. He's part of the Mercedes Grand Prix team, of course, one of 2 highly paid members, and he'll be sitting there. The team want to win this Grand Prix. They need to win this Grand Prix, and Nico will be thinking a little bit of a reliability issue for Lewis wouldn't be too bad for his championship.
Steering feels a bit weird, a bit sticky, like the power steering. Copy that. Is that just happened, or is that been degrading during the race?
Yeah, I don't know, just notice now. I'll let you know if it gets worse.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be weaving around checking the steering at just the moment that one of the lapped cars comes past, but he was very aware of that. It's just the 4 cars, I think, we're seeing going through. Yankee, Perez, Ericsson and Chilton are the ones who've lost 3 cars from this race. Just to remind you, they are Esteban Gutierrez, Nico Rosberg most significantly, and Kamui Kobayashi, who didn't even get to start the race as the car pulled off on the formation lap. It's a long lap, so it takes a while. I wonder whether the race directors will actually wait for them to catch the back of the crocodile, or whether they'll release the queue a little earlier than that. We'll have to wait and see. It's one of the longer laps, of course, slower average speed than many of the circuits, but those lapped cars will be charging around now, trying to catch the back of the crocodile. Pastor Maldonado, I think, is the last man still on the lead lap. He's down in 15th place.
Yeah, seriously, Sabin, I can't believe that it's not possible for them just to rejiggle the cars as they're going around without having to have them drive an entire lap around to the back of the field, just to get things on the road a bit sooner. If the track is clear, I'm sure there's a sensible engineering or timekeeping reason